Dug that out well. Brook fields that one. Nicely played shot too. Early call. Easy single in the end. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully well. The fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Shot, at least two on offer.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder?
Head left alone through to the keeper.
Couldn't have played that any better.
Well, any sign of nerves approaching the half-century can be forgotten. A brilliant shot for six.
Edged. Time to get the pressure on now. Great ball last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Back foot punch was well balanced and timed it really well. Nice shot, runs possible. Collected by the fielder. It was a fine shot, but couldn't pierce the infield.
166 for 4.
Head doesn't offer a shot. Shoulders arms again.
Leans back and a top edge, full safe, and might be 4 as well. Got to follow up that last delivery, found the edge, but no reward, putting the pressure on the batter.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though. And left alone again, through to the keeper again.
167 for 4.
Stokes coming back on here. They've been bowling well so far. Cuts it away, but finds the man just behind point. That's a solid shot. Couldn't get it through the field.
Left alone, taken by the keeper. Left that one, a bit too much width to tempt the shot.
They'll get at least one.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary. Green lets it go through to the keeper.
Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away.
End of the over. The score is now 176 for 4.
Nice, solid defensive shot.
Head watched it carefully and left alone.
Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. Quick onto that in the infield. There needs to be anything special. Line and length still the key.
A few moves made in the field. Head watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Nice shots, but straight to the fielder.
Left the wide delivery alone.
Nicely timed, but the fielder will get to that.
Green left alone through to the keeper.
Straight to the fielder.
End of the over. Australia are now on 181 for 4.
You can't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right.
There'll be more gaps in the field now as the captain makes some changes. The bowlers will need to be right on top of their lines.
Great timing, right out of the meat of the bat.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
Well timed, but found the fielder. The openers need to knuckle down and work hard quickly. It's a big total to get on top of, but there's no need to panic straight away.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Nicely played.
The left-hander, the new batter in the middle, just about ready to go.
There could be a couple if they hustle.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Well played, it's off the middle, but it may not make it to the boundary. Finds the fielder with that shot. Great delivery, beat the outside edge. Went for the drive, but missed. Cummins coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
Right armour is coming into the attack.
Played and missed. Went for the drive, but no connection. Misses everything. Drives it, wild shot. Couldn't beat the fielder, timed it well though. Beach of a ball, nearly caught the edge.
The batting team are now 5 for 9.
Can't hit it any more sweetly than that.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Well bowled, lured a rash shot. That's a solid shot. Dug that out well.
End of the over. The batting team are now 11 for 9.
Nice, solid defensive shot. Well played, could be a quick single. Well-timed shots, but found the fielder. Well, they quickly get through for the single. No real pressure from the fielders in close. Full ball and flicked off the pads nicely. That could be four.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Well played. It's off the middle, but it may not make it to the boundary.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Great ball. Drew the drive and beat the outside edge.
21 for 9.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully well. The fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Labuschagne did well. Was a well-timed shot. Had it covered.
Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
Timed that absolutely perfectly.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Nicely played. Oh, that's nice. Good defence.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
End of the over. The score is now 27 for 9.
It's the outside edge. No, terrible shot. Wow, that missed a lot. Drives it, complete miss. Cuts it away, but finds the man just behind point. So that's the last ball of the session, and that'll be lunch. The session ends with no wickets, but the bowlers have still been on top. The partnership might still be holding firm, but they aren't putting many runs on the board. Borlans, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. shot should pick up a run. Nice, solid defensive shot. Great shot, at least one on offer. That's right off the meat of the bat.
End of the over. England are now on 30 for none.
That's out of the middle of the bat.
That's a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps. Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
Nicely played, runs one.
End of the over. England.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully well. The fielder needs to work hard to stop that. That's a solid shot. Crawley with a lovely shot, but he finds the fielder who collects that one, no problem.
40.
Going with pace now.
Change of bowling. The captain is going with the medium pacer.
it's brilliant work in the deep.
Pope, the new batter in the middle, right-hander, will want a solid start to their innings.
Pope played that well, but found the fielder. Now then, a real chance. And out, not even close to making his ground, and he'll be walking back to the change rooms now.
New batter in, but will have to wait a bit before facing his first ball. He's got their tail up.
They'll get at least one. Played that well, but straight to the fielder. Would have wanted more from that shot.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
There'll be runs here.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Lyon, lovely dive. It was a well-timed shot, but they picked up on the shot quickly. There is an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Played and missed.
Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
Well played. It's off the middle, but it may not make it to the boundary.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. Might look to go big again here.
Oh, that's nice. Good defence. Overpitched, punched through the leg side. Fielder has some work to do. Dug that out well. Bruce, good shot, but couldn't beat the field.
52 for
Stark
2.
coming back on. Interesting choice. They found the going tough early with the ball. Considering how these two batters are scoring, this is quite a challenge coming up. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that though. Head was over the ball and well timed, but just couldn't find the gap. It's a very strong appeal here. Misses everything. Doesn't beat the infield.
End of the over. England are now 52 for 2.
Well bowled, lured a rash shot. That's a solid shot. There'll be runs here. Nice, solid defensive shot.
End of the over. England are now 56 for 2.
Nicely played, runs one. Lovely sound off the bat. Straight to the fielder though. Early call, easy single in the end.
End of the over. The batting team are now on 58 for 2.
Well played. It's off the middle, but it may not make it to the boundary. Right out of the middle of the bat.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Green shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to stick to the plans now. No. Terrible shot. Oh, that's high. Could be safe.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Cuts it away, but finds the man just behind point. In the air, but looks to be finding open pasture.
End of the over, England.
Well, the fielder can only fetch that, hooked away to the boundary. How will he reply?
Good shot, a beauty.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
Yes, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on. Great shot, at least one on offer. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. Dug that out well. Drives straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that though.
End of the over. The score is now 76 for 2.
That's a solid shot.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length still the key. Pulled away. Beat square leg. Fine leg coming round. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs.
End of the over. England are now 82 for 2.
Wow, that missed a lot. Went for the drive, but missed. Can't get it through, straight to the fielder. Great delivery, beat the outside edge. That's right off the meat of the bat.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot. You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Just need to keep it simple, line and length. Around about that off stump will force a mistake. Nicely played.
End of the over. England are now 87 for 2.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. They'll get at least one. Got down and rolled the wrists beautifully. Well played, could be a quick single. Green fields that one. Nicely played shot too. Labuschagne, the fielder, to gather the defensive shot.
Are now 90 for 2.
That was hit hard and the fielder was ready for it. Bowler and keeper appreciate the effort too. Peaks of a ball, nearly caught the edge. There'll be runs here.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. Can he come back with a dot ball? They may have overstepped. The captain shouldn't be disappointed by the effort, just need to adjust the run-up.
of the over. England are now 95 for 2.
Bang! Bold, just stunning bowling.
Brook, the new man in the middle, would want to get the feet moving, get behind the line of the ball nice and early, and really get stuck into his innings.
Drives it, complete miss. That's right off the meat of the bat. Back foot punch was well balanced and timed it really well. Oh, that's nice. Good defence.
End of the over. England are now
Ball runs ready at the top of their mark. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Oops, that's very, very high. Don't think anyone is close, though.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. How will the bowler respond?
Played and missed. Nice shot, runs possible.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary. Threaded it through brilliantly, all timing on that shot.
Well timed, but straight to the fielder. Quick arm in, that was a missed opportunity there. Need to take those moments by the scruff of the neck. Good shot, a beauty.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. Got it away for 4, backward of point very nicely. Might look to go big again here.
end of the over. The batting team are now on 108 for 3.
Dug that out well. Well played. It's off the middle, but it may not make it to the boundary.
Misjudged that throw and the batters survived what would have been a certain run out.
That's a solid shot. Labuschagne, the fielder there. Misses everything.
End of the over. England are now on 112 for 3.
Well bowled, lured a rash shot. Timed that absolutely perfectly.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
Nicely driven again. Didn't try to force it, just used all the time at the disposal and gets the boundary.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Starting to hit their stride. A fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s.
Tried for something a little bit different that last delivery. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
End of the over. The batting team are now 125 for 3.
Nice, solid defensive shot. They'll get at least one. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully well. The fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Got down and rolled the wrists beautifully. Brook with a lovely shot, but he finds the fielder who collects that one, no problem. Everyone's gone up for that. They're confident about this one. They've gone up here. It may be going over the top, but it's going to be close. Even if it clips the bowls, the decision will stand.
So far, so good with the line. Is it hitting the stumps? Is height an issue at all? Slightly unlucky, just clipping the stumps, and they have to go.
Wasn't the best of reviews. Great call by the umpire, though.
Stokes, the new man in, but will start from the non-striker's end. He's got their tail up.
Great ball, very close to off stump.